Hello, everyone. We're going to just not say much and just go straight into the duel. I'm going to start by summoning Royal Magical Library, which every time I activate a spell card, I get to try to get into frame. I get to remove 3 of them to draw 1 card. I don't know why. I thought this was a god tier card when I was younger. Some things you should just never admit when you're older, but I'm willing to admit that. We got our friend Big Shield Garna here. Oh yeah, such a big shield. Okay. Bad joke. Starting off the video. Okay, we got Light Force Sword set down. And we got not much else to do this turn. So we draw Time Wizard. Let's see. Can I summon? Okay, not yet. I need a light and dark monster to send to the graveyard. Or the GY, if that's what we're calling it in 2026. Now, there's not much I could do. You know what? I shall activate Exchange. So, you get a card, and you get a card, and you get a card. I'll take Silent Doom, and I'll take Monster Reborn, or as it's called sometimes, Reborn the Monster. And nothing I could do there, so I end my turn. I drew Baphomet, and nothing I could do except sacrifice my Big Shield Garna, summon Dark Magician Girl, and oh, okay. That's not what I thought it did. So, I apologize for my last video. And this might be a bad play, but I'm going to use my Monster Reborn to bring back Big Shield Garna. Now, it's probably not ideal to use Monster Reborn to bring back a monster right away, because you never know if your opponent summons something better. But you gotta make that decision on your own. But nevertheless, I did. Okay, I attack. Destroy the library. A card. And I end my turn. I drew Dark Sage. So I gotta have a Dark Magician on the field when I activate Time Wizard. I'm going to use... Oh wait, I need a normal monster. I don't have it. Okay. Trouble. Okay, I end my turn. I drew a Summon Skull. I'll tribute my Big Shield Garna. Yes, I did revive a monster just to sacrifice it next turn. Okay. I activate Light Force Sword. Now, technically, it's supposed to be random, but since this is for fun, I pick... Yes, I just set it on my phone. So, 4 turns, he'll come back. And now, I have no cards on my spell and trap zone. I just got my hand. And so, I attack with Dark Magician Girl, knocking life points down to 6,000. And then Summon Skull attacks, knocking the life point count to 3,500. Not a good start. Not a good start. I have my turn. Do Thousand Eye Idol. As of right now, I have no other choice but to go for a Time Wizard, Time Roulette. Okay. So, here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to spin it, and whatever it lands on will be the fate. So, heads will be destroyed this side of the field. Tails would be destroying this side of the field, and I lose 250. Okay, since I'm a bad coin flipper, I just spin it and it landed on tails. Believe it or not, it actually does work that way. Sometimes it's heads, sometimes it's tails. And since I lost, minus 250, so 3,250 life points. And now I can't do the Dark Sage play. So I have no choice but to end my turn. I draw, and I get Monster Reincarnation. I will activate it, and I'm required to discard one card. I choose Light Wave Tuning. Our friend Big Shield Gardner is back in the duel again. Even though I have game, essentially, I'm passing the turn because I want to keep this duel going a bit longer. I drew Relinquish, which is a card I remember I loved this card as a kid, believe it or not. Now, normally, I could, if I had the ritual card, I summon it to the field, I could snatch one of the cards on the field. And it serves as like a semi-barrier, almost like a protection. But instead, we're going to use polymerization. And yes, I actually do have the card Thousand Eye Restrict. Now, it acts similarly to Relinquish, I can't pronounce. Let's try to get a good shot of the effect. I wanted to really show you guys how Fusion, I don't know how differently Fusion is today, but this was Fusion summoning in the early 2000s. You had to wait. Right. Okay. Good. So now I pretty much could do the same thing, I think, as okay, yeah, so I cannot, my opponent can't change battlefield positions, but now essentially I snatch Summon Skull, and it's technically it's a spell and trap card. Now I know where they got the inspiration for Pendulum. But I don't know. Silent Doom would not work in this case because the only normal monster I have is Thousand Eye Idol. That's the only one in the graveyard. So that plays out. I guess we can set Ring of Defense, which is the only other play we got besides attack. And now 7,500. Since that was only 500 damage. Since I can't destroy Big Shield Gardener and turn, and I drew Dark Magician. I'm hoping I'm able to draw Buster Blader so I could kind of get out of this game lock. Technically, this is a deadlock. Magician of Black Chaos, or Dark Magician of Chaos, if you want to be correct, I guess. So I could get a spell card. I mean, I would have to be willing to give up Thousand Eye Restrict, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So I drew Dark Magic Curtain, which I only have one Dark Magician in my hand. Why is it blurring now? Okay, so this is a card you don't want to draw after you drew Dark Magician. Because now it's just a dead card in your hand. And there's nothing I could do. I drew Dark Magician. Now, I guess I could, yeah, I'll use Silent Doom. Even though I didn't really want to do this play, I realized one turn later it is the optimal play, because Chaos Sorcerer is weaker compared to Dark Magician of Chaos. So I tribute my 2 monsters, destroying summon Skull, summon that, destroy Big Shield Gardener, and now I'm on the ropes. I don't know. I cannot believe I haven't summoned Relinquish or Thousand Eye Restrict in a long time. I did not drew the card I needed, so I'm forced to set. And now I just gotta keep hoping I draw monster cards, essentially. And now I think it doesn't matter anymore, but Dark Sage returns. I could be a turn off, but really it doesn't matter now. I set Beta the Magnet Warrior. Really, nothing I could really do. I'm deadlocked. As long as I summon a monster, I'm still in the game. Crush card? Alright. 2800. Luckily, there's life points still to absorb the cost, or not cost, like the damage. I gotta do the calculation. But yeah, this cannot go on forever, otherwise I will lose the duel. I'm at 4,700 just from that one attack. I am my turn. For the record, I did double draw, but in this case, I just give myself the top card, and I just put the extra one lower in the deck. Could be cheating if this was a live match. I don't know how it is if you accidentally draw 2, but as you can see, I did not draw a monster card, so I'm screwed. I'm genuinely screwed in this match. Because 4,700 minus 28? $1,900 life points remaining. Literally, if I don't draw anything to keep me in the duel this next turn, I lose. This is what I need. Swords of Revealing Light. Now I get to stall for 3 turns. But since now there's a light and dark monster in the graveyard, I could summon my Chaos Sorcerer. So I summon him. Since my Monster Reborn is already gone, I chose as my light monster Time Wizard, and as my dark monster I choose Thousand Eye Idol, which Honestly, I don't think anyone would mind if I got rid of Thousand Eye Idol. It's literally the only reason why it's in the deck at all is for that fusion summon. And I already did that, so it's useless now. And I could remove one face-up monster card from play. And if I do, I can't attack. But there's no monsters. So I will tribute my 2 monsters. Wait. Is that a normals? Okay, it's a special summon. So I still have a normal summon. So my Rogue Doll and Mystical Elf are tributed. So now I got 3 monsters on the field. And that's the end of turn 1. I drew Dark Magic Attack, which doesn't help. Genuinely, I forgot I had Magical Cylinder. So I'll set that down. And we start turn 2. Neo the Magic Swordsman will summon him. And, well, nothing I could do there. So, cool. I have a monster. Set that. That should stall me out one more turn. No, not really. And my turn. I'll tribute Neo so I could put Dark Magician Girl on the field. And since there's a Dark Magician already on the field, she gets 300 life points, attack points, and Swords of Revealing Light ends this turn. I draw Marshmallow, which is literally the best thing I got to secure my life points. So, you know what? Dark Magician and Chaos destroys that. Dark Magician attacks. $2,250. Because you take 1,000 damage from flipping over a marshmallow. I drew Chaos Command Magician, which I will tribute Dark Magician Girl for. Because I haven't shown this card off. I don't think most people realize that this card even exists at all. But essentially, it's like a Jinzo type of card. Pretty much. Only not as strong, really. I'm going past one turn I want to see if the next card I draw is Buster Blader. Nope. Swift Gaia. And it's literally useless. Okay, yeah, it's a 7-star monster. Literally, the only play I have is tributing Baphomet. Tribute something Baphomet, hoping that it would do something. Okay, so I possibly misplayed, but I'm going to show you what I mean after the duel, because it's too late. Alright, I'm going to end my turn, but I'm going to go one more turn, passing. I clearly have game. I just have to draw this card. I didn't want to pass turn until, I don't want to give up on the duel, because if I could summon Dark Paladin, I believe it'd be a cool card to show on screen. Now, I activate polymerization. Fuse these two. And honestly, playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, you realize you might make bad plays. You might make good plays. It all depends on how well your thinking skills are, I guess. That's why in a real match, you can't really just pass for turn, always. Because that might be the last time in that game you do so. So, I can't use Monster Reborn to bring it back. So I could discard one card to negate a spell. And this card gets 500 attack for every dragon in the graveyard. And honestly, there's no dragons in either deck for the most part, if at all, so I'm not worried about that. But this is the out I was hoping to show, because now I attack, destroy a dark magician and of chaos. And now I got room in my spell and trap zone, so I will set 2 cards face down. And since I did not at all summon, I will set a monster face down and my turn. So now a play like that could throw an opponent off. It's a bit overkill, but you know what? Why not? I tribute 2 monsters Royal Magical Library, and Chaos Command Magician to summon a second Dark Magician. I don't know why anyone would need two at the same time, but it's kind of cool to have two Dark Magicians out on the field at the same time. I activate the special ability of my Chaos Sorcerer, destroy Baphomet, which in a real game, this would be a mistake. But I'll show you the play I wanted to do. Because now that I set Magical Hats face down, now I could summon Swift Gaia, the Fierce Knight, from my hand, since I have no other card in my hand. It just comes straight to the field. I attack, destroy Chaos Sorcerer, and Swift Gaia is destroyed too, since his attack is too weak. And Dark Magician is destroyed. Because Dark Paladin have 400 points more. So that's... Alright, now we're at 250 life points. And my turn, I drew... I am not going to lie, I cannot pronounce some of these cards. Try and get a good... Okay, right. Yeah, this is what's so weird. This is the biggest time waster of the whole video. Trying to... When I have the clear shot of the text, it just doesn't... Melku, Master of Barriers? I could summon it and destroy one continuous spell card, but it doesn't help in this case, so I set it face down and Dark Magician in defense. I end my turn. Magic Jammer. I destroyed the other Dark Magician. And I end my turn. Set Ultimate Offering, which doesn't help. Nothing here helps. Soul Rope, not a card that could help in the moment. So I attack, destroy the face down. And last turn. Oh wait. Yeah, I did set Magical Hats. Okay. I summoned Queen's Knight, which it doesn't matter at this point, because that's game. Dark Paladin attacks. This is the card I think could have helped me, because I had a Fiend monster in my can. Now I gotta go find it again. I had Baphomet, which was in fact a fiend monster. And I went through the magnet warriors like if they're nothing, but it was a rock type. And evil hero Dark Gaia only needs a fiend and a rock type in order to be tribute summoned. Not tribute, fusion summoned. Yeah, so this would have been destroyed by Chaos Sorcerer, possibly, but this would have had the same exact attack points as Dark Paladin. So this was a possible out in this duel that I didn't realize until Gamma was already in the graveyard. I didn't think of it until after it was too late. But luckily I won that duel. Honestly, let me know what you guys think. How many misplays have you seen me perform in this one duel? And let me know which is better, if I do a single duel video or do a best 2 out of 3 duel video. I'd like to know what would work better for everyone. And I want to say thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And if I'm deserving of a hype, yes, I actually forgot what it's called. If you feel my video deserves one of your free hypes, well, please hype the video. Maybe it'll get more people to see my videos, and maybe we could all cringe at my decision making in Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.